What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 31 of my Total Warhammer 3 modded Arkhan the Black campaign. So as we saw last time, we have arrived in Tilea, destroying or taking otherwise Rifarafa here, which was a pretty fun battle for King Rakash, and are now poised to attack Girardi here and move on to Aragliano itself. Granted, we don't particularly care about these territories, at least not so much, and I'm still probably going to give them up to the to these guys, to the Pirates of Sartosa, though I do have to wonder if there might be a benefit of not doing so, being that we could eventually become friendly with the Wood Elves, specifically Arguelon, who hates Clan Angren, and we could attack Clan Angren. Though, of course, that'll probably be in the future once we have taken over Skavenblight and destroyed the rats here. We do need to get Skavenblight, it's why we came here after all. But anyway, so we have the option of King Rakash attacking Girardi there. We also have Arkhan, who is currently under siege by Mr. Huntazak at the Suntree Glades, and we do want to acquire all these territories to give them to Krokgar, and hopefully make him a permanent ally. We might even be able to give other territories from these guys, from Talakwa to the Order of Lore Masters. I don't know whether we can get them to be our allies, though, because Krokgar doesn't particularly like them either, so it might be better just to attack them and make Krokgar our ride or die friend here. Well, actually, the Order of Lore Masters do like Karaki. It's just that Karaki don't like them. But anyway, Arkhan, let's see if Huntazak is willing to fight. Really? You're willing to fight with this? Huh, okay, that's kind of surprising. Okay, we're gonna do this one manually real quick, because frankly, they don't stand a chance. Just gotta remember not to get cocky, which I tell to myself, but then I will, I'm gonna assume I'm gonna get cocky in the first, like, 8 seconds and forget. Yeah. Of course, they do have the Dinos and the Ancient Sallies, which are very much a major threat to a lot of these units, to be fair. But we have Arkhan, and he can move in and summon a bunch of skellies on top of them until they can do nothing else, and then we can move in the rest of the legions, while the legions perhaps can approach a while under the cover of the tree line here. Alrighty, so, yeah, okay, I don't really care about the garrison, you guys can just... Oh, actually, maybe we can use the garrison to charge the enemy as well. You guys can go all here. We will have you still firing occasionally. Oh, and we'll probably need to protect you from the Ripperdactyls, or I thought they had Ripperdactyls too. Yeah, they do. Okay. Well, that's going to be the biggest issue. So let's keep you, Arkhan, together. We'll leave the Necrotect behind to protect the Casket of Souls. The Crypt Ghouls are hidden, so I can approach maybe from this direction. And then all of the piles of infantry will have to approach via this line, okay? And then the Tomb Prince, you can probably go with Arkhan. You guys can fight the... Dinos together. I also probably should go for the start deployment. And then you guys, well, you're hidden, so you can stay here. Hex Wraiths or Hat Wraiths go out there. And I think that's pretty much it for the units that we'll actually need here. Well, I guess we can have the Doggos in as well, though I don't see much use for them in this particular situation, to be perfectly honest. But we'll see. Anyway, everybody else is good. Arkhan, get ready to move, and we're going to speed this up and try to do this as quickly as possible. And, alright, let's see if we can't find some dinos. Are they going to land upon Arkhan? Maybe. Actually, it would be great if they did. Well, let's see. Will you do it? Will you do it? Come here. Yes, 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 please. Go ahead, Ripperdactyls. We're waiting on you. And there we go. Alright, you, Casket of Souls, attack the Skink Cohort. Arkhan, begin the summoning. Summoning 1 and summoning 2. I'm going to speed it back up in a little bit, just allowing these guys to move forward. You all can be, I don't know, 5, attack together. You can just sacrifice yourselves, Hex Wraiths / Hat Wraiths, run around, and I guess it's time to slowly march the rest of our units forward, like so, and then Ghouls get ready to hit the enemy in the backline, but once again, we're trying to avoid damage on you. Arkhan, you got any more casts? Yes, more zombies to summon, please, like so, and I want the Casket of Souls attacking somebody that isn't around Arkhan. Got you into group 2, right, like that. And aha, hello. We have the Ancient Salamanders. Hex Wraiths, that'll be for you, and you know what, we can start moving you guys in as well. Looks like the enemy Pterodon Riders are good. And Arkhan's now hurt, but obviously we don't care about that. And he can just heal you up. Everybody else start attacking the dinos here. And once again, Arkhan, you can now freely move out and summon more zombies to annoy the enemy. Lovely. And on top of that, I think we can use you to annoy these guys. Back here and pop some defensive buffs on yourselves. Hat rates go in after those besties. There we go, Arkhan. And Stefan Nagash to heal yourself again, and to get another summoning going in a few seconds. And ooh, they summoned a unit of feral cold ones on top of you. Not the worst move in the world, but fortunately our main line is now here. You guys can charge. Hat rates are moving in. Ghouls go after the bestie, and in fact maybe a couple of ghouls go after the enemy lord. Like so. Ooh, you're getting hurt. Well, let's pop that Curse of Joff and then move you the heck out of there before you start dissipating, but I'm sure we could just summon more zombies to get in anybody's way. Alright. And you guys keep fighting the dinos while you two now and go after that enemy lord. Like so. And you get... What the heck? What's hurting? How are they seeing you? Huh. I didn't know that they could see you at all, which I guess is kind of problematic, but oh well. Necrotect, I guess you can move in. Now we have Ushabti summoning as well. Arkhan is in. He's going to heal his little friend here. And I've been meaning to speed this up. Oh, the hack strikes have nearly killed that bestie, which is great. Oh, we will want to chase the enemy down, though, so that means we want the doggos in as well now. Alright. And the main line is in. How are you guys doing? The heals are working for us. Now let's get another summoning up. And let's say on... well, maybe right there. Hey, the salamander's actually doing work. Come on now. You guys, hat rates, attack. Doggos, go after the units that are running away. And the rest of you look pretty okay. Good. And you are chasing after the feral stag. Yeah, okay, you know what? We need some faster units to chase that down. Like the hat rates, for example, which are back here. Hat rates, away from that, go after the feral stag. How's this unit looking here? Completely surrounded. It'll die eventually. Alright, I think I'm ready to speed it up to max again. Nobody's really all that hurt. You guys have nearly killed the enemy lord, and the battle should be over. Max speed again. And everybody move in, and there we go. Easy enough. We'll get a cinematic battle going, you know, for a proper fight, not weak little army that had no chance. Just gotta make sure we chase things off properly. So you guys go after those chameleon skinks. You guys go after that ancient salamander. We'll have the hat rates help out with that. And Arkhan and Co. You guys need to work on the ancient salamander as well. In fact, you guys can work out on that one. So much more critical that the Sallies die. You are not chasing anybody. This is, it's a summoned feral unit of feral cold ones. Also, I do not want you firing, because you will hurt us more than you will hurt the enemy. Looks like that ancient Sally's gonna get out. They're very quick, so hardly surprising, but it's okay. Speed back up. And, okay, no, you can go after that. Well, at least the feral stag will be done for. Maybe we can knock down this bestie as well, if possible. Everybody try to help out against it, if you can. You know what, Arkhan, move here and then buff everybody up? I don't know if this will actually help kill it faster or not, because I believe stats are shed to some degree after the battle is over, but there we go. Alright, easy enough. Easy enough, 20 losses, very, very minimal, and that only because I accidentally didn't stop one of the ancient Sallies from firing, but it's not like the enemy ever had a chance with this army. Arkhan did get a little bit hurt, though, but obviously we'll just heal him up with a Invocation of Nehek as soon as we fight a proper battle, and Tic-Tac-Toe is nearby, though whether he is reachable immediately, I am not sure. We shall have to see. Alright, come on now. There we go. And this time we are going to take... I'm a little bit tempted to bind souls for the casualty replenishment rate, because we're kind of in a dangerous situation right now. You know what? Let's bind souls this time. And then this guy's gonna back off. We're gonna attack him again, and then we'll take the Canopic Jars. We're very close, only 300 away from our next army. And we need every army we can get as fast as we can get them. Alright, you attack this. And really, this is gonna... okay, gotta be kidding me. Okay, we're gonna have to manually fight this as well. I will also max speed this a little bit. But sometimes, yeah, the auto-resolve just doesn't want to let you do your thing. All the dire doggos will sadly be replaced in this army by piles of hex wraiths and cairn wraiths, as well as the Whites of Stormwrath Tarn. I also haven't decided where we're going to put the Kepra Guard. And there's probably going to be a nice army with a bunch of Tomb Guard and something. I haven't decided on what yet. Maybe that's where we put the Scorpions and Tomb Guard. Seems like a decent combination. Anyway, start deployment. We can... I know we can mostly charge everybody forward. Especially the Hatch Wraiths. Everybody who's strong. You guys can be group 1. You guys can be group 3. 2. 4. Dire doggos are probably not needed, but move away over there just in case. And no, you can be part of group 3. Alright, forgot the healing wagon. Alrighty, you guys forward, dire doggos, just prepare yourselves. Group 3 attack, group 2 attack. We'll see exactly where the enemy goes, but mostly we just want to charge the big dinos. And Arkhan, you can start off by, I don't know, healing yourself. We probably don't want you firing, actually, now that I think about it. Well, actually, no, you know what? You can fire on the aerial unit. You are going to summon here. I'm gonna get some Feral Cold Ones moving in. It's the Ancient Sallies that we're worried about, though, and we gotta get some units summoned on top of them. There's that charge of Feral Cold Ones, and yes, move in. Beautiful. Arkhan, are you really trapped by these guys? Come on now. Get another summoning up and running, like so. And you are no longer needed. Alright, I'm gonna speed this up in 2 seconds. Just want to summon a few more units on top of the enemy so they're properly distracted. We obviously don't have to kill everybody, we just have to shatter the army. Which should happen fairly quick. Ooh, yes, another Curse of Jaff. Should have actually started with that. Let's also heal you while we're at it. And you can pop your Desert Strike. You can buff yourself while you attack Mr. White King. And I told you to stop attacking. You just killed a bunch of Tomb Guard. Damn. Or maybe I didn't tell you to stop attacking, but oh, I probably told him to stop attacking, but didn't turn off the thing, the auto attack thing. Oh, on the bright side though, we do get the Realm of Souls up and running, which is good. 4 seconds until we can get another heal, unless the enemy army breaks before then. We will have taken much more damage from ourselves than from the enemy. We got a few more seconds to wait while we heal those. 16 seconds on that Invocation of Nehek. And we gonna be good? That'll be a decent amount of healing from that. I think he'll end the battle with more HP than he had before. There we go. And we'll take the Canopic Jars for this one. And then we'll get a proper battle. One where I actually have to pay attention to some degree. Auto-resolve's been really trying me lately with these battles. Not just in this campaign either, but like, come on, why was this going to kill the dire doggos? Because yeah, we're going to send in the badly wounded dire doggos, and by themselves, unsupported, as a frontliner, considering it's a non-frontliner unit. On the right side, they're looking like they're close to rank 7, though I'm not sure we actually get any benefits from that, or if we do, I don't recall them. I feel like Arkhan doesn't give them any benefits, which is, once again, part of the problem. Anyway, we're gonna harvest organs for that. And don't cross the river, please. No, okay, you're not gonna cross the river. Beautiful. Cultist of Osirian. You are going to go into... Yeah, okay, you can't leave the territory, so we're going to switch you into Entombed Beneath the Sands. I'm gonna go here. I take it Tic-Tac-Toe will move into Quetzalcoatl. I doubt that he's going to attack us, which will make Quetzalcoatl a nice target for us. I believe there was an army belonging to Crocky somewhere around here. Now, we're at -3 and moving up. That's still okay. Just out of curiosity, Sentry Glades is worth a decent amount to you, nothing crazy. But we'll still probably do that. If we could just get you to vassalize. What's the best location here? Talaqua is a tier 3. Quetzalcoatl is a tier 4, so we'll take it at tier 3. Damn, no tier 5s, eh? I was hoping we could take something at tier 5 so that it would be a tier 4, so it would be worth just insane amounts of money to this guy. But if we give up Nahuantl and Suntree Glades to Crocky, I'm willing to bet that he might be willing to vassalize for Quetzalcoatl, or Quetzalcoatl. Quixotal? Like Shotel, like the regular Shotel? Yeah, probably. Alrighty. That looks good. Now, and the question is, will these guys fight? Girardi, Moscone. Oh, wait. We probably should do at least a little bit of admin before doing the attack, I mean. Pools of Despair. We are actually waiting until the Fairy Fated Pyramidians, so there's nothing to build there. And that makes me despair. Al-Haik, you are fine for now, and we are fine for now. We are saving for another pyramid, but we do have decent cash nonetheless. Gorgazan. Probably not worth upgrading you. Not until the defenses are up and running. I mean, I guess we could just build the iron mining pit. I'm weirdly non-salty about Agrul Migdal, just because it's probably just the best one that could have happened to us. Kasabar being upgraded, but yeah, well, it'll betray you eventually, my friend. You know, I'm tempted to get a few cheap upgrades in this place. The cheapest ones we can afford. Oh, these would be much cheaper than the Parched Oasis. Yeah, don't bother with the Parched Oasis, and my reasoning here is this. And these things will make the place more expensive to trade to Gorok. Ooh, Stormhenge, yes, we colonized you and thus need to upgrade you. Any reason to upgrade the Tainted Oasis? I keep checking it, hoping that I will find a reason, but there really isn't. And I believe that's it. Alrighty, so now, Rakash. Let's get you your points and let's see if they're willing to fight you. Definitely want to get... Well, Sunscorched Bones really only benefits the Tomb Guard here, but then there's only 2 of them. We already have Devourers of Dead Flesh. And with only 2 Cairn Wraiths, Spiritbinder may not be worth it for now. Let's just keep going through Sunscorched Bones, I guess. We're probably still going to use at least some Tomb Guard in this building, but generally speaking, this will be an army. Yeah, probably with piles of, well, some Tomb Guard, but because of the weapon strength increase, this means we're better off using a combination of monsters and monstrous infantry here. Yeah. I'm just thinking of whichever units... Oh, wait. Nah, this is rank 15. I was thinking we just save it up, but yeah, that's... it's gonna take a while. Though, wait, at rank 9, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points to get everything. Oh, wow. So in reality, we should just save everything up. Alright, that's fine. It's not like we get that much benefit out of Sunscorched Bones anyway. Anyway, you... have the Skill Storm. I'm tempted to get another point and replenish troops so that we can heal up at Miragliano and immediately move to Skaven Blight, but you should be able to level after this battle anyway, which means we could still get it. I'm looking at the wrong unit. Yes. You know what? Let's get another point in Skullstorm, I think. I've been using it so much, and I do expect to be using it again. Oh, you don't have Disciple of Assyrian. Okay, no, let's focus on Disciple of Assyrian. My bad, I missed that one. You're also cunning, which isn't great, but you were kind of a temporary lord in this army. Anyway, you attack. Please stay there and fight. Yes, you will. Pyrrhic victory, eh? We'll see how Pyrrhic that is. This one, I think, is worthy of a cinematic fight, especially since the battle result is apparently a Pyrrhic victory. I don't see the enemy doing crazy well here, but you know, it could in theory happen. Let's find out. Alrighty, here we go. Now this may not be a super consequential battle in the grand scheme of things, but we have to remember that if we don't take a lot of casualties here, if we manage to destroy the enemy and keep said casualties to a reasonable minimum, we will be able to attack Miragliano shortly, so it's pretty important that we do this. In terms of setup, we have our simple little main line here, and it's a fairly small main line compared to several of our our other armies, our Tomb Guard, and then behind them our Crypt Horrors. Obviously our Carronades are going to try to knock down that enemy mortar, and we are going to send our Priest as well as both our Tomb King and our White King forward as well. Then on the first flanks, the, I don't know, inner flanks I guess, the black coaches are going to try to find some targets, and then obviously our hidden units are going to try to get around the enemy, i.e. the Crypt Ghouls and the Cairn Wraiths. The Direwolves not so hidden, but their job will be to try to go after the enemy range units, i.e. Mortars and Outriders priority, and then anything else they can reach. Alrighty, here we go. Heading towards the enemy with our heroes here, but not directly to attack them. As we've seen before, oh, nice shot. I was about to say, the Carronades aren't so great at taking out mortars, mostly because we've seen them tried before and it takes them quite a while, but not to worry, a non-overcast Skullstorm does break the unit apart very quickly and quite deletes it. So, worth the 12 mana, I think, it costs to cast it. Granted, we could have done more damage to the rest of the enemy army by casting it upon them, but oh well. Anyway, looks like our black coaches have found a few enemy units, some spears with shields, so we do have to be careful there. Oh, that was nice. The enemy grenade launchers were going to hit it, and instead they hit their own allies. The rest of our army is moving in, and our White King is currently distracting the enemy Lord and an Empire Captain, while our own Lord duels an Empire Captain as well. So the heroes are fighting each other, although the Crypt Horrors are going to come and help out and surround all those heroes as well. And with the help of our own Lord and Hero, I do imagine that the enemies don't have much of a prayer here. The rest of our units are moving in. Here come the Tomb Guard as well as the Crypt Horrors, and at the very least are now distracting the enemy. Looks like our Black Coach unfortunately did take damage. In fact, both of them took a little bit of damage, although they did start the battle off already very badly beat up, and it was the grenade launchers that in fact damaged one of our Black Coaches so heavily. Otherwise, it looks like the enemy range units are very well stuck and unable to do anything, as the Crypt Horrors and the other fast movers slash hidden units have arrived. Looks like some halberdiers were going to try to prevent our Crypt Horrors, or Crypt Ghouls rather, from killing the enemy archers, but unfortunately for them, the Cairn Wraiths are here to make their life miserable. And there we go. Balance of power shifts directly into our favor to about 85, maybe even 90%, as the enemy is having quite a tough time, and in fact has done something real screwy by moving most of its units in a blob here. They're getting surrounded. We got Crypt Horrors applying bleed to these guys rather than poison, and just to try to dish out a little bit of extra damage, and besides there's a second Crypt Horror unit applying the poison anyway. It looks like the Lords and Heroes have finished their duel, and in fact our Lord is chasing off the last of the enemy Lord, who will fall and lose his head and hat attached to it. Oh, no, never mind. I thought that he had lost his head. I guess he lost something else. Was it an arm? I guess ultimately it doesn't matter. He is dead, is what I'm getting at. Otherwise, it looks like the enemy army is in absolute shambles, with their Lords and Heroes fallen and their entire blob of units completely surrounded by our swarms of horrors. I believe the battle should be just about ours. The gods have abandoned us. I like the sound of that, and I do believe that is the sound of a chain rout. There we go. With that, the enemy army shatters, and the battle is ours. I don't know how much damage we took, but it didn't look like all that much. Looks like some of our direwolves did get hurt. They were trying to chase off those units of Outriders, and did get forced into melee for, I don't know, a few seconds, which obviously hurt them. Now, we are going to have to try our best to chase down every single enemy that we can here. It looks like the Outriders might have escaped off the map because they were a little bit too fast, but everything else should be quite destructible. Yeah, one of our Black Coaches, though, is very, very badly hurt. 1,000 HP. I feel like a single volley from a unit of handgunners can take it out, so we really have to be careful with it next turn. Maybe heal up. Too bad we don't have Invocation of Nehek and have to rely on healing from the Realm of Souls and from the Lore of Nehekara, but oh well. We'll try our best to allow it to survive. At the end of the day, it's still a Drakenhof unit, which will be lost when we betray them, so yeah. Anyway, decisive victory for us, and I think we did our job in preventing too many casualties, but let's find out for sure. Alrighty, easy enough. Really gotta be careful with those black coaches, though. They're a quite dangerous unit. Though granted, these two will disappear anyway once we betray Drakenhof. But yeah, they certainly should be used in conjunction with the Mortis engine to keep them nice and healed up. I'm also quite impressed with how much damage the Outriders with grenade launchers did to one of them, as I would have expected these guys to do a little bit less, considering they're the grenade type. But yeah, certainly something to watch out for. I'd love to take the money, but we do need healing where we are in enemy territory, so we're going to bind their souls instead. And these guys are going to back off, and ooh, please tell me that they are still close enough to attack. Because if they are, if we can draw out the garrison of Miragliano into a field battle, it would be amazing. We won't be able to do it. Nah, we won't be able to do it. Unfortunately, by the looks of it, we have to either Skeleton Chariot for Rakash. No, that's definitely no. You're gonna go on your skeletal steed again. Oh right, we gotta give you some. I was about to say we gotta give you some items, but we still have like no items. We could give you the Tormentor's sword, and what the heck is your halberd doing? You sure you want to carry your halberd at your side like a sword? To drag through the ground? Okay, maybe he just tills the soil as he walks. He's an agriculture man, people. This is, it makes sense. He makes the desert into an oasis by constantly tilling the soil with his halberd wherever he goes. Yeah, so he's not just a plunderer. And, oh, yes, he did level up, though. And though that said, I haven't decided on what exactly we're going to do with him other than the Devourers of Dead Flesh. There's a decent likelihood that I will just go for the Tra the Great Father just for the Tomb Guard buffs, because I do still think that we're probably going to have more Tomb Guard in this army than anything else, at least from the regular Tomb Guard or Tomb King roster. Anyway, Rakash, you're gonna have to decide to either go into Entomb Beneath the Sands or to attack Miragliano this turn. We could also give it a siege. Though how long we'd be able to siege this kind of in question, we are still very much hurt. I do wonder whether these guys would be willing to fight us in a field battle, though. No. It might be a possibility. At the very least, we need to stop them from mustering. I wonder if by sieging them we can do that. We could, but by moving it into Beneath the Sands, we might be able to trick one of these guys into moving closer to us and thus allowing us to draw them out into a field battle. The other option would have been to go through Lucina. Now that wouldn't have helped. I was thinking about landing here, but probably still wouldn't have helped us draw these guys out. Anyway, and that'll be a question I think for next time, as we're basically out of time here. Could do a little bit more admin and Diplo. There's also, yeah, the attack on the statues of the gods. Now that is a lot of chameleon skinks. And they do have something of a garrison here as well. How would we chase down the chameleon skinks? I guess is going to be the major issue. 55 speed, and while the Ushabti can... they move at about the same speed, that means the Ushabti can't catch them. This would be a very difficult army to fight, at least until the chameleon skinks ran out of ammunition. It would be interesting. I gotta think about that one. We could always move Arkhan into help, but only after Tic-Tac-Toe is done, and I'm kind of still inclined to at least try to attack him. We do have 2 artillery pieces as well, and that could damage them pretty heavily. Anyway, as I said, I'm gonna call it here. There are more battles to fight, but we don't have time for them now, so we shall leave them to next episode, both of that of Miragliano and possibly that of the Statues of the Gods. Would be great to destroy another little army here, especially before Manny gets here and steals territories from us, which we shouldn't let him do before their time, or before we take them rather, as we do need to give them to Croc to try to get him to become our little lizard vassal. Anyway, stay tuned for more Arkhan. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm, Hatgorithm, and thanks for watching. Hats for watching.